Hey, what up, y'all? All right, let's do a recap. Do a recap of last night's semifinals for the college football playoff. First of all, congratulations to Michigan. Big Blue came to play. Let me give you a few pointers. I think that we got out-coached. Let's start there. Here was the main crux of the matter for me. Everybody's talking about the last play of the game. It wouldn't be no damn last play of the game if the defense would have continued to be aggressive in the fourth quarter. Then after you got to a certain point, the defense started playing not to lose instead of continuing being aggressive. Because remember, Michigan had 4 3-and-outs. 4. If I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5 3-and-outs where Alabama defense was just holding. Alabama defense did everything they were supposed to do. It was the offense that wasn't turning over points because the plays weren't working. Well, why the plays weren't working? Because the damn center couldn't hike the ball to the quarterback. Now the quarterback is trying to pay more attention to getting the ball in or whatever. A quarterback and a center chemistry should be so good that when the quarterback hike the ball, he can start reading the defense without even looking down to try to see where the ball is. This man looking down, trying to see where the ball is, and then he got to look up to see what he got. But if he already looking up to see what he got and the ball is just in his hand, if the center played a good game or whatever, from the first quarter, from all through the season, this center, for the first time in Alabama history, has had a terrible center. Terrible, terrible, terrible center. And with the type of offense that Alabama is running, and they're running out of that shotgun formation, the center and the quarterback, the center have to hike the ball correctly. The center has messed up the entire year, which throws off the chemistry, which throws off the timing, which throws off the flow. The other issue with Alabama, the only plays that was working was the running plays. See what I'm saying? You beat Auburn, you got lucky on that last 4th down and 31 and threw that gravedigger in the end zone, whatever. That kind of luck and the luck that we was having, it don't work out in a semi-playoff. It might work out in a semi-playoff, but at some point, if you made it to the national championship, it wasn't gonna work. The plays have to work. When Mac Jones and Smitty with those passing plays work, and then the running game worked when they had Najee Harris there. The running game was working. The running game worked for Bama last night. You know, Chase made some really, really good runs, and all of that or whatever. Whenever they tried to run the ball, but they had to spread them out a little bit, and then Alabama started being aggressive on offense in like if I'm not mistaken, the second or third quarter, whatever, they started balling. But then again, on a drive, the damn center messed up the entire flow of Alabama's offense. The center. Quarterback can't get his eyes upfield because the quarterback, for that half a second or whole second, is looking down, trying to see where the ball is. And then here's another thing the quarterback has to work on. Is stepping up into the pocket and stop running backwards and taking sacks for 10 and 15 yards. It's just a bad habit he got to break. You got to step up in the pocket. Even if you're going to take a sack, take the sack at the line of scrimmage. At least try to get back to the line of scrimmage. You losing 10 yards. Now you got 2nd down and 17. Now you got 2nd down and 19. And just losing yards because you're running backwards or whatever. Offensive coordinator made some bad mistakes, calling some bad plays or whatever. Now, let's go to the last play. The last play, the center hiked the ball so low, Miro couldn't even look up to see where he needed to run the ball in that little wildcat that they ran on the last play or whatever. When actually, if you go back and look at it, it was a wide open hole right there going over the left tackle. The left tackle and the left guard they ran like some kind of little trap play, and then the guard that was on the right side pulled or whatever. Only thing Miro had to go through there and go right there to the left, and he would have been in the end zone. But why? Why did he run up the middle like that? Because the center hiked the ball too low. Go back and look at it. The center hiked the ball too damn low, and he looked up and he panicked. All that mixed together. And that's what happened. I was shocked to wake up to see that Washington had beat Texas. I could not believe it. I just knew Texas was going to win that game. But I think we got a good national championship on our hands. And Alabama, for Alabama fans, we're young. We're not coming down on Miro. But I want to see the plays work. I want to see more pass accuracy. It was a couple of plays where the ball was overthrown or whatever. Man, to get the timing with the football, we got to get more accuracy on the football with the receivers. Inaccuracy, overthrowing and underthrowing balls has not been good for Bama this year. You know, sometimes them receivers break loose. You might get, he got a few good ones in or whatever. I'm not criticizing him because that's somebody's kid, and I think he's great, and I think he'll be better next year. But they really need to get him a quarterback coach and work on the timing with the receivers and work on accuracy. That's so important, to work on accuracy. Malcolm Walker, I hope your son go to Michigan. I hope he have a great year. That's going to be a good experience for him. Congratulations to Big Blue. And mind you, Big Blue is one of my favorite college teams. But of course, I ride or die with Bama forever. But I always pull for Michigan when it comes to the top 10 because I love Desmond Howard and I love. I just always been a Michigan fan. Whatever. I like to see when they kick Notre Dame's ass and Ohio State's ass. But Alabama just have to do a better job. The defensive coordinator made some mistakes by not staying aggressive. They start playing not to lose instead of continuing being aggressive on Michigan's offense. How all of a sudden Michigan offense started catching heat? Because Alabama started playing soft. Am I right, Malcolm? If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I don't know nothing else, I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this game. And that's just my whole take on the whole thing, man. Those are the facts. When Alabama defense was playing aggressive, Michigan was 3 and out, punt. Michigan to 3. The defense did what they supposed to do. The defense gave you the ball 4 times in the third and fourth quarter, 4 or 5 times. You ain't turning it over into points or whatever. Then the offense just wasn't gelling, man. The defense played really well. And then what happened was the defense got tired. Once the defense get tired, and then you give a team like Michigan any kind of momentum or whatever, you got a problem. So we got out-coached. They ran some plays that confused Alabama's defense. The defense was confused. And the last part is they did not make adjustments. The right amount of adjustments at halftime, and then the right amount of adjustments in the fourth quarter. So there you go. That's the whole wrap up. Share that video, and I watched that game and studied it, and then you can't blame it on the last play. The last play would have worked had the center snapped the ball correctly and had been snapping the ball correctly all night. Then Miro can look up and catch the snap to see exactly where he need to run. But when you have to look down and damn near pick the ball up off the ground and then look up, you already lost a half a second. So now you got to you panic. You don't want to mess up, and you just rush up the middle when it was wide open right there. Right over that guard and that tackle, they ran that way to trap. And then you had a guard that was on the right side to pull or whatever, and the hole was right there. If he'd have ran through that hole, it would have been touchdown. But who's to say? Because if you would have got that touchdown, then you got overtime twice. And you're still dealing with a damn center that can't hike the ball. So even if you would have made the touchdown, that wouldn't have won you the game. That would have tied you the game. Now you got a confused defense with Alabama, and then you got an offense where the center can't snap the ball, which killed us. And this been happening all year, and stuff like that. When you get all them lucky wins, your luck run out with any luck. right? So when your luck run out, then you get in a game like a playoff game or a national championship game, and you got some of those wins because you got lucky. Luck runs out. You need skill. The most skilled team I seen was the A.J. McCarron, both national championships. The skilled offense, where the offense was just on point, and the offense on with Greg McElroy, Mark Ingram. When the offense, the running, and it was a balance between the passing and the running. Alabama has never won a national championship with a whole bunch of luck. And that's just the truth. Never with a whole bunch of luck. Alabama win national championship when the offense is gelling and good defense. The plays are working. The plays have to work. You can't go back there and mirror scrambling, and then he run this way, run that way, and then he run up there, he run 15 yards. Yeah, he got the 15 yards, but that was not the design play. That was not the play. When the plays don't work, the offensive coordinator can't get a rhythm with the quarterback and don't know how to call the plays when the plays don't work. If I don't know a damn thing else, he said Corum, number 2 for Michigan, was running like old Alabama running back. They wasn't running all over Bama. It was just the fact that when they got hot and Alabama defense was confused. They wasn't like running on Alabama like Auburn was. Auburn was dominating the line of scrimmage, running on Alabama like no other. Alabama could not stop Auburn from running. Alabama, if Alabama would have cashed in points as many times as the defense gave them the ball back, Alabama would have won that game by 20-some points, period. If the offense was able to cash in, but you can't cash in because you got a center that can't hike the ball. And that's blunt. You can share this video because that's all facts. Don't argue with me, argue with your auntie. Y'all have a good day. Happy New Year.